Well, tomorrow the state Senate will hold a rare Saturday session to try to come up with a plan for the start of the school year. Until now, sessions have been canceled because a senator was diagnosed with COVID-19. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell joins us live right now. So, Kim, what are lawmakers saying to you?
My sources are telling me that there's a lot of discussions happening that surround how much control should be given to locally elected school boards and how much control should be in the legislature's hands. And also there's a lot of talk about funding. The Senate, House, and the governor's office have had behind the scenes meetings to try to come to a deal. And superintendents around Metro Detroit are concerned about what could be decided. The Warren Consolidated Schools Board of Education was supposed to meet Thursday evening, but the board canceled. The reason? The state Senate meets Saturday and the House Monday to pass yet unseen legislation regulating the school year.
Some of the early information, and it's starting to come out now, deals with how schools would be funded, whether you offer in person or not.
Warren Superintendent Robert Livernoy spoke to us in between meetings he had reviewing bond construction underway in the district. He and other superintendents are concerned the state will give them less money for virtual students.
This is not the time to make funding conditional on whether things are virtual or not.
The House passed legislation last month sponsored by Representative Pamela Hornberger, a Republican from Chesterfield Township who we interviewed earlier this week. She has been in talks with Senate leaders to come up with a new deal that will pass in both the Republican-controlled Senate and House.
As far as, days and hours and count days, that's what we've really been trying to hammer out.
She did not say what the funding formula would be, but said that virtual learning saves schools money on bus fuel, copies, and facility costs.
When you add it all up, districts, there was a cost savings.
Superintendent Livernoy says for every cost savings, there is another cost in a pandemic, from PPE to remedial services for students. During a press conference today, I asked the governor about her thoughts on whether virtual should receive less funding, as she has to approve any deal.
With regard to funding, we need to put more resources into our education system, period. Not to utilize this crisis to start to starve districts from funding if they make a choice based on what is in the best health and safety of their students.
Now, people who I've spoken to who support lower funding for virtual learning, they tell me that, it does cost less in this circumstance with all the extra costs needed to make kids safe for in-person learning. But opponents say it could create an incentive for in-person learning even when it's not safe. Reporting live, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Going to be one challenging year on so many levels. Kim, thank you for the live report.